the struggle that's going on today. If we stop and finish revising the age-old conspiracy and modernizing it, on May 1st, 1776, he said that communism, Jacobinism, Nazism, world federalism, political Zionism, and any and all other organizations that had internationalism or a one world government as their ultimate aim were to be organized, financed, directed, and controlled by the members of the Illuminati. The Illuminati, down through the ages of time, have always made provision to elect and select those who are to succeed them from their own immediate entourage. They are children of well-bred families whom, because of the fact that they show exceptional mental achievement, are highly educated and thoroughly trained to serve the purpose of those that direct the world revolutionary movement. These youngsters, when they are going through college and university, don't realize why they are being showered with grants and scholarships and all the rest. They become strongly attached to those that finance their education and then place them into exceptionally remunerated positions. And it is useless to deny the fact that after these brilliant-minded young men have been educated under the tuition of men that represent themselves as one-worlders, that they are fully qualified to act as specialists, experts, and advisors behind the scenes of our government. Thus it is through these men, whom we term agentur, that the governments of your country and mine, since way back in history, have been made or advised or pressured into accepting policies that have always ended in recurring wars and revolutions. Because the principle on which the Luciferian conspiracy is based is the ability to keep secret their plans, and for the Illuminati and their agentur to keep dividing the world's population into opposing camps in ever-increasing numbers, so that they can be armed, and after they are armed, they are built up to more or less equal in strength. We call that in military terms balance of power. And after that has been done, the Illuminati invariably produce the incident which will cause the opposing sides to fight and destroy each other, while those that foment the wars and revolutions reap the financial benefits and sit back on the sidelines, patiently waiting for the day when all governments and religions will have been destroyed as world powers. Westoff said that when this point is reached, then, for the first time, they will make known to the masses the pure light of the true doctrine of Lucifer and impose it with satanic despotism. What Weishaupt said in the 1700s, the latter part of the 1700s, Pike, General Albert Pike, confirmed in the latter part of the 1800s. Pike, with the aid of Giuseppe Mazzini, worked out the military blueprint which would cause the world to to be involved in wars and revolutions until, to use his own words, only two world powers remained, and those two were to be the people controlled by the leaders of atheistic communism and those that subscribe to the Christian religion. I know it is very hard for the average, decent, clean-minded citizen to realize that such a devilish, and I use the word advisedly, diabolical plot has been in operation. But the Scriptures, the Old Testament, is nothing more or less than the history of that conspiracy of the Luciferian forces to prevent the human race establishing God's plan for the rule of creation, putting it in effect on this earth. Christ himself came to show us what must be done if we were going to halt that conspiracy on this earth, as St. Michael halted it in heaven. He told us who were directing that conspiracy. He said, it is they of the synagogue of Satan. He said, they are sons of the devil, Lucifer, whose lust they will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. He knows not the truth, for the truth is not in him. When asked, who are these men, he said, them that call themselves Jews, but are not, and do lie. The devil's whole plan is to use cunning and deceit. That is why our Heavenly Father, through His Son, Jesus Christ, told us that He was the father of lies. And they will make any statement and justify the telling of a deliberate lie, providing it moves their conspiracy towards its final goal. Giuseppe Mazzini was an Italian. If you look in your encyclopedias, you will find him eulogized as a great Italian patriot. That is how the agents who direct this conspiracy deceive the people into believing what is a direct lie. Giuseppe Mazzini was the director of the World Revolutionary Movement and was appointed as the director of the whole World Revolutionary Movement in 1834. After the French Revolution was over and the American situation here was in turmoil, Mazzini came to America. And he consulted with General Albert Pike, who was disgruntled because his Indian auxiliary troops had been disbanded on the charge that they had committed atrocities under the cloak of legitimate warfare. Therefore, Pike became an illuminist, and he built a house in Little Rock with 13 rooms in 1840. And it was in that house where he worked to perfect the military blueprint of wars and revolutions that would bring Weishoff's plan to its final stage. The blueprint called, first of all, for the putting into effect of Weishoff's plan to create international atheistic communism, and then use it as the Illuminati's destructive force to help them destroy all existing governments and religions. I know it hurts when the truth of history reveals that men who have been built up by false propaganda into national heroes are proved to be feet of clay. But what is true of some of your statesmen and politicians